Oh,
Dr. Andike.
okay. Hello, I'm Flavia Cheng, a teacher of English language at Sseta High School, Mukono campus. And we're just from a workshop right now for retooling English language and French language teachers. So one of the challenges we have in teaching English language in the CBC, obviously, I would say are the resources, even from very outstandingly planned schools like ours, we also still have challenges, obviously. So I think if maybe we could be helped to deal with things like giving us more resources, like maybe books that are updated and the ones being used by everyone, not the very many kinds we're having so far, it's a bit confusing. And also, I think it would be good for mainly NCDC or together with UNEB to combine efforts together and come to schools to actually teach or help retool the teachers on how to deal with some kind of issues. I would give an example. Right now we're having the abridged curriculum at A level, but honestly, even the setting is still a problem for everyone. Yes, there are few guys who have been trained so far, but I wish they would come and train everyone. Like us who are teaching general paper, literature, first know what is really going on exactly for us to give a good feedback or remark for the students, or they're going to end up being affected. When it comes to the CBC, in the ordinary level, I think that we need to give more, should I say, time, because most schools are having this issue with timetabling. For us, we end at around maybe, should I say, 4, for to make sure the learners actually being kept in class enough for them to maybe learn further and not play too much. So maybe UNEP can or allocate more time, or NCC can give us more time for teaching and stuff to give us adequate processing, I would say.
I see a young teacher
Yes.
who has just come off our campus perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
At university level, are they really retooling you for this renaissance that we are having, this shift that we're having as a country, CBC? Because it seems like, even from a lecturer's perspective at College of Education and External School of Material, he says that they're still it's as if the products which are still coming out are still tied to the old model of teaching. How
Yeah,
true is this?
well, there is a problem because we are being trained by lecturers who I would say were also taught in the old curriculum setting. So they're also teaching using the old curriculum methods. That is not a lie. Anyone, any other teacher will tell you the same thing because we come there, they'll tell you to go and use competence based approaches, which you've not been taught using the same thing. They're telling you have to actually use digital methods, but then the lecturers do not use. I'm not trying to accuse them, but they tell us to use what they do not use in school to teach us. So you end up coming here and then you're actually struggling to catch up or get used to some kind of things that you're not very accustomed to, which makes it very challenging.
You can hold the mic for him
Okay.
and also get see share.
Shall I hold it from this side?
You can be this side. I think I've had a question which I've asked her. You can also set the mic is it be under his chin.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity given. My name is Boya Nathan, a teacher at Sseta High A-level campus, English language, literature, and general
Are you
paper.
among the best teachers who they are talking about who have been making people pass?
Yeah, we are the teachers that made the results. That cannot be. Yes, yes, please. All right. Now, one of the challenges I can share with you to do with the competence-based curriculum are the issue of textbooks. We would very well know that assessment guides the teaching. Now, if you look at the end of course assessment, that is particularly UNEB, you realize there is a big mismatch between the content in the textbooks and then what is being set for the learners to do. So there is a lot that we need to do. Maybe we need to revise those books and see what is really necessary for the learners to do. Then the other thing, you realize in senior 1 and senior 2, classes are very interesting because it is good and nice for you, the teacher, to integrate those activities because you have the time. But when you reach senior 3 and senior 4, you realize the pressure is on the results. So you may drop the competence-based way of teaching to now the knowledge-based because the learners have to excel at the end. I think those are some of the challenges I could share to do with the
Lastly,
yes.
as such a workshop very important to you as teachers who are striving to perhaps, yeah, implement government's directive?
Yeah, from the workshop, yes, you can receive the guidance. But at times it may not be practical if most of the issues are not addressed, most especially from the point of resources. If we are talking about the issue of teacher-student ratio, if it has not yet been addressed, then however much you organize many of them, you may not achieve what you want.
How are you coping that? Because you're good teachers from what I've heard. How are you really firefighting to ensure that you still remain?
Basically, I may say from our schools, at least the resources are enough that I can say, and the classes are not too big, so they are manageable. And the seating arrangement in a class also gives you time to at least visit each group. Instead of visiting individual learners, at least you can get that time to visit the group, and so you can address those issues in groups. Then maybe the other thing, the time out of class, there is much time. If you leave class at 4, then at least you may have some other time for these students to consult and have things in the best way possible.